Today I'm doing a vlog for one of my favorite movies, Space Jam, directed by Joe Pyka. I grew up watching this movie a countless number of times and thought of it as nothing more than a comedy action mashup starring one of the greatest basketball players ever, Michael Jordan, and the always goofy Looney Tunes. This was my first time watching this movie after taking this class, and while I watched, I noticed many different things the director did to make this a really great movie. As we all know, the Looney Tunes and humans do not live on the same universe, so it can be tricky trying to go back and forth between the two universes. But the transitions in this movie are actually done really well. Every time we go from Earth to the Looney Tunes land, there's this up-tempo Looney Tunes music that we are used to, and it eases us into this animated world where Michael Jordan is the only human. Last week we learned what Foley sounds were, and I noticed how often they actually came up. In the animated world, the actions and movements of the Looney Tunes characters are exaggerated by sound effects, making them more impactful than they really are. Along with the sounds, the soundtrack in this movie is also an important piece. From the very beginning, the first two songs are upbeat feel-good hip-hop songs that set the tone. This music along with basketball really gets you hooked in for the rest of the movie. While watching this movie, there was a part that really caught my eye. 40 minutes in, Michael Jordan is introduced to the Looney Tunes in his basketball uniform, ready to play. When Michael Jordan is being introduced, the camera starts down low at his basketball shoes and pans up until you see his face. But as the camera is facing upward towards Michael, you see there's a subtle white light illuminating from his body and his face that sort of looks like an angel. I've seen this movie over 10 times, and I've never noticed it until now. I think the director did this on purpose because Michael is a symbolical, Christ-like figure for the Looney Tunes. He is a savior for them, and he is the only one that can save the Looney Tunes from being beaten and taken away to Moron Mountain. The script of this movie is also something to take into account. This movie was Michael's first full acting role, and I noticed how simple his lines were, and he didn't have to do much action. It seemed like the movie was more based around the Looney Tunes, with Michael as a supporting character. An analogy I would use to describe this role between the two is that the Looney Tunes are driving a car, and Michael is riding shotgun. There's also other characters that could have done a lot more, such as Bill Murray, but his role was kept to a minimum, so Michael could be the star of the movie. Because the acting in the script was not as strong as it could have been, I think that the sound effects and the soundtrack really made up for whatever is lacking from the acting standpoint. Overall, this is a goofy film that really played to the strengths of each character. Thank you.